We are training 25 young people from all the regions of the country and some very important institutions and stakeholders in the area of irregular migration. These are individuals from some other youth organizations, from the Gambia Police, from the Gambia Immigration Department. They will be here for a period of 5 days from the 5th to the 9th of July 2017.
Youth Empowerment Project is a 4-year project that is funded by the European Union through the Emergency Funds for Africa to address the root causes of irregular migrations in the Gambia through creating jobs and supporting entrepreneurships. The project was launched in January of this year, 2017. And we're working with key partners in the country, which the National Youth Council that is doing this activity is one of the key partners, among those partners that we're working with.
The aim and objective of National Youth Council is to make sure to empower the youth, build their capacities, and that's why such a training is very important, and it covers all the youth, even the returnees from the back way, that is illegal migration. So we feel it deemed necessary to also empower them, build their skills and capacity, and to make sure that they are not discriminated.
You don't need to be a professional for you to be able to provide psychological first aid. You don't need to be a clinician, a doctor. You can be a common young man that lives in the community, but very interested in helping people. This is why we said in the previous slide that psychological first aid is about supporting people in the aftermath of a crisis. And the crisis that we are looking at in this case is returnees, or those who are deported from the Western or some of the African countries back into the Gambia. What can we do for them? The training has two very important components, and one of the objectives is to be able to prepare them, render subsequent trainings to the returnees. Currently we have over 1,000 returnees, and we will develop a cohort of individuals who will go out in the field and provide this training. But also we are training these in 25 young people so that they can go in the community, go at the airport or at the border centers, where they would meet some of these returnees and provide them immediate psychological support and also career counseling and guidance.
We are going ahead to widen the scope by trying to create the platform to train other people. From different organizations, from different regions, we're going to make sure that we have other step-down trainings for our people in our different regions and organizations.
In the outline, we are going to look at what is communication, when preparing for an emergency, when responding to an emergency, post-emergencies, dealing with the media and group exercise. We need to deal with media in an emergency because they would come for information and you must give it to them. But how do you relate information to the media is also very important.
Looking at the statistic of the number of young people that are living in this country is really alarming. So we think this is very important for us to address this issue, to ensure that young people stay in the country, to be able to get job here and also to embark on business activities at the country.
Young people always think that in their country they will not make it, but there are different ways, and those ways can be known by counseling them.
So these are some of the importance of the training. It's going to boost the immigration's capacity in terms of how to deal with the returnees properly, and then how to help them to understand that that is not only the end of their life.
25 young people representing over 60% of the Gambia's population is an enormous task. We are to ask ourselves, assess ourselves before we leave this hall. Are we definitely prepared for the job that lies ahead of us? Are we definitely ready to go and make a meaningful impact before the people that have left.
We thank the organizers of this program for empowering us so that we can empower the returnees.